Every great story must come to an end. No matter how great of a tale, no matter how impactful or iconic, every story that has ever started was met with an ultimate conclusion. But that begs the question, what will you do with your ending? Will you step aside and watch as your narrative comes to a calm and peaceful end? Or will you make sure that your ending will come with impact, meaning, and inspiration for the future? Well, tonight, even though the black and gold brand will come to a conclusion, you can be rest assured that the action you see tonight will go down in history as the most impactful in NXT. Whether it comes in the form of a dream match scenario, a fight full of pure emotion, a battle for the future, or a glorious exchange, only one thing is certain. NXT will conclude its story tonight, but it will go down in a blaze of glory. Ladies and gentlemen, for one final time, welcome to NXT TakeOver. Welcome to NXT TakeOver, the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final NXT TakeOver. Welcome to TakeOver the End. How are you all doing? My name is Dominic, of course, behind the commentary table.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elias.
It seems as though Elias is here as well.
Hello, I am Elias.
Well, as I'm trying to introduce the show, I get immediately interrupted by, quote, the only rock star in NXT history. However, there is another, that man right there, okay, the leader of the band, Fozzy. He is, of course, the first ever NXT general manager, former WWE champion, the only man to beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same damn night, to leave as a top superstar in this industry. Okay, you know the name, but I'ma say it anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT TakeOver the End, Chris Jericho. And Elias, as far as I can tell, does not seem too pleased by the interruption of the former general manager. And this crowd chanting, "This is awesome," I can't help but agree with them. Chris Jericho is back in NXT. And he seems to be challenging Elias, perhaps. Oh, and Elias takes on the challenge with a punch, but he gets caught with the code breaker there. And Chris Jericho deciding to make his presence known here at NXT TakeOver the End. Elias was just sent to the outside as Chris Jericho stands alone in the ring. His ring here on NXT TakeOver the End. As there you see, the first ever general manager of NXT, Chris Jericho, soaking in the moment. Realizing that this brand here following this massive event is coming to an end, and yet Chris Jericho here at NXT TakeOver the End decided to show up one last time in NXT before its doors closed. But why don't we get into the action, okay? No more talking. Let's get into fighting in this dream match scenario. Two very unique yet very different competitors looking to battle it out in just a few moments. We've got Ricochet versus Matt Riddle. And this is going to be nothing short of absolutely incredible. And as you just heard from Ricochet's theme song, that one and only moniker, that nickname that Ricochet has taken to heart, could actually be applied to both Ricochet and Matt Riddle. Because you see, they are both very unique competitors, and within that uniqueness, they are very, very different. Okay, Ricochet is NXT's resident high flyer, okay? The ability to perform these aerodynamic and acrobatic feats by Ricochet. Okay, we've seen it before. His finishing maneuver is a 630. A 630. His entrance, you just saw it, doing a handspring into a backflip like it's nothing. Ricochet, he is a one-of-a-kind competitor due to his incredible, his mind-bending ability to bend and flow with this incredible motion around the ring, using it to damage his opponents. And tonight he is looking to use that incredible motion to lead himself into a victory against this man, who is very different. He's not one to typically fly. Sure, we've seen him fly high before, and of course that has, let's say, a multitude of connotations there. However, Matt Riddle, he also has the ability to perform a few backflips, okay? He has the ability to fly into the air whenever he so pleases, not quite to the level of Ricochet. So let's talk about the differences, okay? Ricochet, sure, he likes to fly into the air, as we just mentioned. Matt Riddle, however, he has mastered the ground game. Okay, he loves to play it. Matt Riddle, his tremendous ability to work over his opponent, to just slowly but surely tear them down, is something to witness, and that's exactly what we're going to probably witness in a few moments. Okay, he is a submission specialist. He is a technical phenomenon. And right now, Matt Riddle is looking to use those skills to take down Ricochet, but not if Ricochet has anything to say about it. As the bell rings, the first matchup of the evening, and it's a dream match scenario. Let's get into it. Ricochet, Matt Riddle. Okay, no hatred particularly between these two men. It's all about who is the better competitor. Okay, unlike some of the feuds here tonight that we will witness, matches like Becky Lynch versus Io Shirai, no holds barred for the NXT Women's title. That one is fueled by hatred. This one is fueled by a desire and need to become the best professional wrestler on the planet. And right now, Matt Riddle, there you see, immediately having the technical advantage, and of course the sharp knee being applied. As now once again, both men having a few choice words as they're trying to decide, trying to dictate exactly what to do next. As there you see Ricochet, trying to strike the gut. As now, wait a second, bouncing off the ropes, trying to run towards him, but instead he gets caught and dropped on the top of his head. And there you see, look at this, Matt Riddle now with a submission hold, and this is exactly what he needs to do. Okay, Ricochet, he loves to fly, he loves to use those ropes, he loves to use the turnbuckles, he loves to fly high in any, possible environment. But Matt Riddle, he needs to keep him on the ground, he needs to somehow wear him down, and that's exactly what he's doing, as once again, another submission hold is being applied here to Ricochet. Okay, Ricochet, of course, with the Han Solo-inspired gear right now, as he's trying to stop this, in his eyes, perhaps, menace of Matt Riddle. Like I mentioned, no hatred. However, he does realize that he is the opponent. And right now, there you see the high-flying nature of Ricochet. Perhaps a bit of a bad landing, a rare bad landing by Ricochet. A bit of a mistake there, falling down hard onto his head. Okay, it did not look pleasant at all. However, he still got him with the kick. Oh, and then he dodges that German suplex with the flip out of it before the big boot right to the head. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. Matt Riddle with the traditional yellow and black attire here, of course, signifying NXT. Oh, as Ricochet, there you see, just like that, okay, making it look so damn easy. Shooting star press before another one there, this time off the top turnbuckle. Going for the cover. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. As Ricochet now looks down at Matt Riddle, who gets up immediately, goes for a kick, but instead he gets caught by Ricochet, who tries to take hold of him here. Oh! And then there you see the strong punches by Matt Riddle right to the stomach, as now it's he who tries to, control the arm of his opponent. And there you see Ricochet, wait a second, climbs up to the top turnbuckle very quick indeed. However, wait a second, Matt Riddle catches him out of the air. He catches him out of the air. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count there, catching him. Ladies and gentlemen, as you just saw into that power bomb. What a thunderous slam by Matt Riddle. As Ricochet, however, catches the kick. And now here we go. Trying to strike Matt Riddle down, trying to take down the King of Bros. Oh. And there you see. Okay, typically I would say that Matt Riddle has the striking and technical advantage. However, right now, Ricochet laying in a few strikes of his own. Sends him to the outside. And Ricochet, he's not just trying to get some space, he's trying to fly. Oh, but there you see. High risk, but no reward. As Matt Riddle, my God, belly to belly. On the outside, and the back of Ricochet just falls down hard onto the outside canvas. Before bringing him back into the ring now. Going for a cover here off the miss. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. Okay, Matt Riddle dodging that incoming attack by Ricochet. However, Ricochet is the one that dodges a potential loss. That's not, wait a second. Perhaps Matt Riddle now. He's got him. Perhaps it's time for Ricochet to lose. Perhaps it's time, as it's got him in the pro mission. He's got the whole lock in deep. He's got nowhere to go. He's wrenching on him here. But wait a second. Ricochet gets out of it. Ricochet gets out of the bro mission. That same maneuver that has tapped out so many competitors like Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Kassius Ohno, the list goes on, but not Ricochet, at least not yet, as Ricochet there with the boot to the face connecting, goes for a stomp, misses. Oh, as now Matt Riddle is the one trying to speed up the action, running towards him, catches him this time, however, no, but perhaps not, as Ricochet once again showing off that incredible acrobatic nature of the one and only, and now here we go. My God, this match has just ramped up to 100 miles an hour. No thanks to Ricochet. And right now, Ricochet goes up top here and catches him there. This time into the Hurricane Rana. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. Okay, Matt Riddle did not catch him out of the air that time to a powerbomb. No, instead, he got caught. Oh, with a pinfall attempt. And now here we go. Ricochet has the upper hand here, but you can start to see the sweat pouring by Ricochet. Typically, it makes everything look so easy, as Matt Riddle makes the quick strikes look so easy there. And now, wait a second, with the Broton there, the senton variation. And now, what is this? Oh, well, there you see Matt Riddle once again trying to slow down the pace. Okay, sure, we just saw some very intense and quick action between these two men. Very back and forth, but Matt Riddle trying to stick to the game plan of slowing down Ricochet, keep him on the mat. As Riddle now goes for another strike, Ricochet catches him, however, as he got out of that submission hold. Okay, the half crab variation, as Ricochet sees this as an opportunity, or perhaps not, as Matt Riddle pushes Ricochet into the corner. Back and forth these two men go. Oh, and this time, Matt Riddle catches him with the back elbow. And now the elbows again. The elbows again. Bro, Derek connecting. 1, 2, 3. No, and he gets the shoulder up. He gets the damn shoulder up here. And Matt Riddle now. Oh, well, look at this. Typically, it's Ricochet who likes to fly high, but Matt Riddle trying to show off that he also has the acrobatic ability to get a victory, but perhaps not, as he gets the knees to the back before a kick to the head. Ricochet sending Matt Riddle's skull into the 5th row before, going for the 630. But I think Matt Riddle got the knees up at the last possible millisecond here. However, here we go back and forth between these two men who have just suffered some terrible bad landings off the top turnbuckle. My God, what a fight we are witnessing here at TakeOver the End, and it's only the first match, and it's not over. Oh, it's Ricochet! Flies over the top rope all the way down onto Matt Riddle. And Ricochet sees this as an opportunity once again. And now, connecting again. Shooting star press off the top. Picture perfect. Is it enough though? 1, 2. No, and again, only a 2 count. My God, neither one of these two willing to quit here at NXT TakeOver the End, and you love to see it. My God, there's ever a match that personifies the nature of this incredible brand that is slowly coming to an end here tonight. Look no further than Matt Riddle versus Ricochet, as Matt has him up on his shoulders, but there you see Ricochet immediately realizing the danger in the situation, putting him on his shoulders, and again connecting with the kick to the side of the head. Once again connecting to the side of the head, and Ricochet, look at this, so far, but he connects! 630, 630, 1, 2, no, and he gets the shoulder up. Oh my God, and now Ricochet is stunned. And so am I. What is it gonna take for either of these two guys to get the victory? I am bewildered by that question. Nor do I have an answer for it, as Ricochet has Matt Riddle in the corner, putting him up on the top rope, sees this as an opportunity for some more high-risk action. Going up to the high red district, and he connects. Hurricane Rana off the top, the Frankenstein at 1, 2, 3, no, and again only a 2 count, and Matt Riddle, you can see it in his eyes, he just gets up, and he is not willing to quit, but neither is Ricochet. Back and forth, here we go, and wait a second, bro to sleep into the German, 1, 2, no, and again, only a 2 count. What a match we are seeing to kick off this TakeOver event. And Matt Riddle waits for him to get up, but Ricochet once again has him scouted with that kick. And now, Ricochet and Matt Riddle, they're not done, as Ricochet sends him over the top. He sends him over the top. He sees this as an opportunity. Look at that! I can't help but agree with the NXT faithful that this is awesome chant. As, there you see, going after the lower back once again. The lower back once again with that elbow being driven into Matt Riddle. 1, 2, no, and again, this match is still going on. I don't know how, as Matt Riddle gets up, kicks him right in the face as soon as he turns around, kicks him right in the face, and there you see the desperate punches, and the desperate need to get a victory here on on Ricochet as Riddle has him in the prohibition and Ricochet taps. Ricochet taps. Oh my god, what a fight. My god, you have to commend both men in this matchup. Okay, that's the kind of match where you take a sip of your beer after it. My god, you smoke a cigarette, and Matt Riddle can smoke that cigarette, or perhaps even a blunt, let's be honest, with a lot of pride within him, as he has just survived this onslaught by Ricochet. But you gotta admit, okay, Matt Riddle, he needed every ounce of thought, every single idea in his mind to somehow take down Ricochet for good. Okay, he had to do everything within his power to get the job done, and he did it. He did it. That man, Matt Riddle, to kick off this incredible NXT TakeOver event, gets the job done with the bro mission. Matt Riddle celebrates the victory, while Ricochet, this absolute superstar, loses to another one. And speaking of superstars, one of these four men will be joining the SmackDown roster following tonight. It's a guarantee shot for Andrade Cien Almas, Kassius Ohno, Cedric Alexander, or Bobby Lashley. It's a ladder match for a chance at the blue brand. And we're going to figure out which one of these four will be going to SmackDown. Okay, it is a match that is set to be exciting, hardcore, and perhaps a bit of a fight. As that man, Cedric Alexander, in my opinion, the fan favorite coming into this one. Okay, he's had a lot of history with both Andrade Cien Almas and Kassius Ohno. In fact, Bobby Lashley, in my opinion, seems almost like the odd man out. Okay? Unlike Cedric, Andrade, and Kassius, who are a bit known for their high-flying antics, I guess you would say, Bobby Lashley, he's much more known for his raw power and strength, but also, Bobby Lashley, he hasn't really had any feud with either of these, well, with any of the other three competitors in this matchup. But you know what? That's what makes him a bit more dangerous, perhaps, as Andrade, Ohno, and Cedric have never particularly met a man like Bobby Lashley before. However, I don't want to just sit here and talk about Bobby Lashley all night. Let's talk about that man, Andrade Cien Almas. Okay, the first ever NXT champion. In my opinion, if he wins this tonight, he is on the fast track to becoming a future WWE champion. However, you can say the same thing about Cedric, Kassius, or Bobby Lashley, of course. Okay, Kassius Ohno, a veteran. Cedric Alexander, perhaps the up-and-comer. Andrade Cien Almas, perhaps the overlooked. However, right now, Andrade Cien Almas, he is looking to join Friday Night SmackDown. That is, unless, of course, this man, Bobby Lashley, has anything to say about it. Okay, returning to the WWE all those months ago, returning to the WWE via NXT, beating Velveteen Dream before Velveteen went on to become the champion, of course. Bobby Lashley, he sent shockwaves throughout NXT, alongside, of course, Lio Rush, who, oddly enough, is not with him tonight. But you know what? It's fine. Bobby Lashley perhaps thinking to himself, if I win this without Lio Rush, just imagine how much more of an impact he could make here tonight. Okay, Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley, typically together like glue. But right now, Lashley, he is looking to stick his hands on that briefcase with the SmackDown contract. But there you see that man, Kassius Ohno. Okay, an in-ring veteran for more than 2 decades. He is a decorated competitor. He is perhaps one of the most overlooked competitors in NXT history. Okay, he's had a whole lot of tremendous showing here in NXT. In my opinion, he has grown synonymous with the brand. But right now, he wants to grow synonymous with SmackDown. As here we go, ladder match to determine who Edge will be drafting to his roster. Cedric Alexander, Kassius Ohno, Andrade, Cien Almas, and Bobby Lashley. Let's go. And of course, a lot of bad blood between Ohno and Cedric. Okay, the two most heated rivals in this matchup. As Cedric Alexander gets sent to the outside, and Andrade Cien Almas alongside Bobby Lashley is just watching this action. As, oh, there you see. Wait a second, Bobby Lashley gets a German suplex. And now, Cedric Alexander trying to fight back, and Bobby Lashley trying to fight back from the assault by Andrade, who I believe decided to take advantage of Bobby Lashley's distraction while watching Cedric and Ohno fight, as Andrade sends Bobby to the outside. But on the other side of the ring, it's Ohno sending Cedric into the steel steps before Andrade Cien Almas flies over the top rope. But then once again, Cedric and Ohno battling. My God, non-stop action already in this ladder match. A constant fight as Andrade Cien Almas has decided to, introduce the first ladder as Cedric introduces Kassius Ohno once again to his incredible high-flying antics. But there you see Cedric immediately seeing the potential danger here tonight, as Andrade was just moments away from ripping down that briefcase. But Cedric Alexander now in a fight with Andrade as they go back and forth on the top of the ladder here. No, wait a second, Bobby Lashley with his raw power pushing down the ladder, and then taking down Andrade. As now he looks at Cedric and then just hits him right in the jaw with a big punch to the face. And now the strength of Lashley on display. But Cedric Alexander trying to fight back against Lashley, but I don't know if you can, as Lashley has him German suplex. Oh my God. Or should I say belly-to-belly suplex all the way to the other side of the ring onto the ladder. And Lashley now has Andrade over the top rope. And Lashley now picking up the ladder. But there you see Kassius Ohno immediately realizing, that could have spelt defeat for himself. And perhaps Bobby Lashley could be spelling his name on the dotted line for that SmackDown contract. But Kassius Ohno stops him, and he's trying to stop Bobby Lashley. Okay, some have called him Walking Armageddon, and you wouldn't be wrong. However, he gets taken down, and Kassius Ohno once again shows off that incredible agility. Okay, do not let his size fool you. Do not let his thickness fool you. Kassius Ohno, he can fly when he wants to, but he just chooses not to. And right now, he's showing the world what he chooses to do, and that's lay in these incredible forearms, these strikes, these elbows, and these kicks as he, with a big boot, sends Bobby Lashley to the outside as he sets up the ladder here. He goes to climb, he goes to take down the briefcase, but there you see Andrade immediately taking him down, and he does. He takes down Kassius Ohno as Andrade apparently deciding to go to the other side of the ring, but that's not the point. The point is these two men want to leave here tonight as the winner. But there you see, of course, you never want to turn your back on any man in a fatal four-way matchup, as Bobby Lashley takes down Andrade Cien Almas as he sends Ohno into the corner. Okay, a fatal four-way matchup. Very difficult situation for all of these competitors here as Andrade catches Bobby Lashley, taking him down. Okay, because at any time, of course, in a fatal four-way situation, you're going to have something like that happen to you where you turn around and then you immediately realize, oh, wait, another opponent is right there on the attack. As he, takes down Andrade Cien Almas. Bobby Lashley deciding to take down the ladder, get it out of his way for now. However, Kassius Ohno has Bobby Lashley. He has the big man. And then, Lashley gets taken down there. Double Russian leg sweep by Andrade and Kassius Ohno, who apparently have decided to team up perhaps. And now, right now, Cedric Alexander, look at that! We've seen that before by Cedric Alexander. Still impressive, the speed of this young man as he takes down Kassius with the suplex. Oh, but there you see Ohno, he gets up. Ohno gets up, and he catches him here. He has him now. And once again, there you see Andrade and Kassius proving to be a very viable duo right now. And then there you see the chops right to the chest by Andrade as Ohno had him there. And then turns it into a powerbomb on the ladder. Oh my god. Cedric Alexander, all too familiar with that. Oh, with that feeling of steel against his back. As Ohno picks up the ladder. And oh, wait a second, Andrade saying almost. I don't think he realizes that Kassius Ohno set up a ladder. Okay, he's too busy soaking in the moment, soaking in his ego. And now these two men who are just working as a duo, apparently putting an end to that temporary alliance. As Kassius Ohno goes down hard. And there you see Andrade trying to take down the briefcase here. He's got his hands on it. Oh, but Cedric stops it. Okay, springboard drop kick before. Oh my god. That ladder throughout this entire matchup being used as a weapon with the power bomb by Cedric, taking Andrade Cien Almas down from the briefcase. And now he sets up the ladder perhaps, and he does, as Cedric sees this as a golden opportunity. As a golden opportunity. He's got his hands on the briefcase. He's trying to unhook it. He's trying to unhook it. But Bobby Lashley has him here. Oh my god, and a thunderous powerbomb. At least this time Cedric Alexander did not land on a freaking ladder. But that's not the point. The point is, Cedric Alexander, he ain't looking so good. However, right now, he's looking to change my mind, but Bobby Lashley turns around, immediately throwing him across the ring into the corner. And then a drop kick there. Let's now look at that Cedric Alexander lumbar check. Right to the lower back, non-stop action here tonight in this ladder match. And Cedric now looking for his chance to go to SmackDown as Lashley gets sent over the top rope following that devastating lumbar check. He climbs to the top rope, or he climbs to the top rung, I should say, trying to grab the briefcase once again. But there you see once again in a fatal four-way or a multi-man stipulation. You never want to take your eyes off of any opponent as Kassius and Cedric. Kassius Ohno and Cedric Alexander both come crashing down. Ohno with the neck breaker is now. Oh, wait a second. Andrade behind him here. Kassius Ohno and Cedric Alexander. My god. What a neck breaker off the top is that. Wait a second. There you see. Andrade Cien Almas takes him down with the DDT, the arm trap DDT, looking to take down the briefcase, and he does. My god. Can you say non-stop action? Because in the time it would take you to say that same sentence, at least 3 other moves would have commenced. But in the end, after a hard-fought battle by all 4 competitors here tonight, even including this, my god, the neck breaker off the top. Okay, Bobby Lashley was taken down due to that lumbar check. Cedric Alexander was taken down obviously due to the neck breaker. Andrade Cien Almas picking up the pieces. And now that man is the newest man to join SmackDown. Okay, he's even got the blue pants to go with the new black and blue brand. As Andrade Cien Almas celebrates, he's going to be going to SmackDown following a hard-fought victory, but right now, it's time for some women's action. As Bianca Belair, the undefeated Bianca Belair, is looking to battle the woman who fought in a grueling tournament to be here tonight, Rhea Ripley. Okay, she just joined NXT, and right now, at the event that marks the conclusion of NXT, this up-and-comer Rhea Ripley could end up concluding the undefeated streak of Bianca Belair. There you see her, Belair, making her way to the ring. Okay, she, since joining NXT, has not suffered a single loss. Okay, she has never been pinned or submitted. However, right now, she is looking to perhaps pin or submit her opponent, Rhea Ripley. Okay, judging by what we've seen of Rhea Ripley since joining NXT via this invitational tournament that Bianca Belair decided to set up, Rhea Ripley is a very dominating competitor in her own right, very unique. However, Bianca Belair, who has the spotlight on her tonight, is also looking to show the world that she is also dominating, unique, and perhaps devastating for Rhea Ripley. However, Rhea Ripley, she's very intense. Okay, you can just judge based on the theme music she comes out to. Rhea Ripley. Okay, she has the potential of becoming a massive star here in the world of professional wrestling. And tonight, she is looking to use NXT TakeOver the End as a launching pad by perhaps defeating Bianca Belair. However, right now, there you see Rhea Ripley, okay, in the white attire, unlike the black attire we've seen her rock these past few episodes of NXT. Rhea Ripley, however, right now looking to rock the world of Bianca Belair. Okay, both women, they express an amazing amount of power, but also, let's not forget, these two women also have the ability to fly high. They also have the ability to show off their acrobatic nature. And right now, it's time, as the brash and confident Bianca Belair is looking to take on the intense newcomer in Rhea Ripley. Here we go. As Bianca Belair immediately gaining control here against Rhea Ripley, but Ripley, there you see, trying to gain control in her own right. Okay, already we've had some amazing moments here. Oh, at NXT TakeOver the End, but what a moment it would be if Bianca Belair's undefeated streak at the final NXT TakeOver event were to somehow come to an end via the hands of Rhea Ripley. But right now, Bianca Belair trying to show her dominance here over Ripley as she pushed her into the corner. I believe this matchup will end up becoming one about the strength of both ladies, and also, of course, the incredible acrobatic nature. We've seen Rhea Ripley bust out a few Hurricane Ranas in her time. Oh. However, Bianca Belair, do not count her out. Okay, she always has a trick up her sleeve. But right now, Rhea Ripley bounces her off the ropes here as this match, continues on. A bit of a slow start, a bit of a feeling out process here between Belair and Ripley, as now there you see Belair right to the lower back of Ripley. And now, wait a second, Rhea takes her down. 1, 2, no. Only a 1 count away from breaking the undefeated streak, and Belair, she rolls out of the ring. Okay, perhaps thinking to herself, okay, Ripley, you're impressing me right now. As now Belair enters the ring once again. Belair in the pink, gold, and black attire. Ripley all white except for the hints of black right now, as she is accustomed to wearing, of course, the black. As right now Rhea Ripley takes down Belair. Goes for a forearm, but there you see she gets caught with a kick to the gut. As these two women battling on here at NXT TakeOver the end. This isn't the only female-centric matchup going on tonight. Of course, then the next one will be for the NXT Women's title. Very personal indeed. But right now, these two women aren't particularly focused on the NXT Women's Championship. They're focused on each other. As there you see a running boot connecting by Ripley. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count there. Washing Bianca's face with the bottom of her boot. However, right now, Belair gets up trying to fight back with a vicious chop to the chest. But there you see Rhea Ripley. If you want to describe someone as vicious, look no further than Ripley. But Belair now just picks her up just like that and takes her down. The back of her head comes crashing down. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count within that neck breaker by Belair. As these two continue to battle here, Ripley, look at this, picking her up. Oh, but there you see Belair flips out of it. Belair flips out of it, catches her again in that neck breaker. And as you just saw, Belair showing off that agility that I mentioned earlier. What a counter before taking down Rhea Ripley. As now she has Ripley rocked, but now it's Rhea who gets up, and now back and forth. Here we go. Here tonight at TakeOver the end. Rhea Ripley looking to make a name for herself here at the expense of Belair. Bianca trying to plant her foot down as one of the, if not the best female competitor in NXT history. Just imagine Belair, she enters NXT undefeated, leaves NXT undefeated. That's exactly what she's looking to do as right now. Oh my god! She just gets an up-close look at the ring apron, face first by Rhea Ripley, sending her into the hardest part of the ring. As Ripley goes for the cover here. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. Okay, Belair not looking too good here. Okay, Rhea Ripley waits for her to get up. Oh, and there you see Belair's face once again meets some impact, this time from a big boot. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. What a sickening thud by Rhea Ripley, who has decided to use that big boot more and more as that grueling tournament has gone on here. Okay, Rhea Ripley only having a few matches in NXT thus far. However, she's been impressive in every single one of them. In fact, technically, Rhea Ripley also undefeated. However, her streak, admittedly not particularly, as impressive as Belair's, who has been undefeated for such a long time, entering NXT since pretty much the opening number. But right now, Belair is worried about the 1, 2, 3. Those are the numbers in her mind that she is trying to get to with Rhea Ripley on her back. Oh, as Belair looks to go for that signature hair whip. Instead, Rhea Ripley ducks underneath it. Okay, Belair very creative, yet very dangerous as well. Okay, trying to think of every possible scenario that could lead her to success and which one is the best for her here in this matchup. But Rhea Ripley, she is, continuing the pressure. And there you see the agility of Ripley put on display now. Over the top rope. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count there. Leaping over the top rope, landing into a leg drop as Belair's chest and throat bounces off the bottom rope. And right now, Belair's trying to fight back following that impressive leg drop by the intense newcomer, Rhea Ripley. However, here we go, back and forth strikes. These two women, blow for blow here at TakeOver the end. Oh, and then another big boot there finishes off the sequence. Okay, that dangerous big boot. 1, 2, 3. No, and only a 2 count. Very, very closely spelling the demise of Belair's undefeated streak. Is that, wait a second, she has her up powerbomb position into the alley-oop. Into that alley-oop. Going for the cover. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count again by Bianca Belair. As Belair following that big slam. Oh, look at that! Look at the raw power of Bianca Belair taking her down. Now, in my opinion, Belair could perhaps be the pound-for-pound best female athlete in not just NXT, but WWE today. Oh, but wait a second, Rhea Ripley, she doesn't care as the Riptide out of nowhere connecting. 1, 2, 3, no, and again a kick out. Bianca Belair, as I was just saying, perhaps pound for pound the best competitor in NXT, but Rhea Ripley perhaps has her number as that Riptide out of nowhere connects. And Bianca Belair, she looks very rocked. I'm surprised she even kicked out of it. However, someone else who kicked out of that same maneuver was, of course, none other than Mia Yim, the woman Ripley beat to, enter this matchup. As now there you see, Rhea Ripley gets taken down, goes for her, can run off the top. And Bianca off the top, 450. 1, 2, 3, no, and again a kick out. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley hitting each other with everything in their arsenal, and it doesn't even seem to be enough here. It doesn't seem to be enough at all. As Bianca Belair waits for Rhea to get up, and here we go, laying in the strikes, the rights by Bianca Belair, sending her into the corner. Okay, seems to have something in mind here. Oh, but Rhea Ripley stopping her from continuing the assault. But right now, Rhea sends her over the top rope. Seems to have something in mind, but Belair. Oh, look at that. What agility turns it into a victory, perhaps. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count following the roll-up pinfall attempt. However, this match continues. Rhea Ripley not looking too good following that 450. However, she is still trying to fight nonetheless against this incoming onslaught. Oh, she goes for a big boot off the rebound. She's hit that big boot before so many times in this matchup. As now the alley-oop again connects. Again connecting. 1, 2. No, and again only a 2 count. I have no idea how either of these two are still fighting, but yet they are. As Bianca goes for another attack, another melee strike perhaps. However, there you see Rhea Ripley fighting back, has her in the corner. And Ripley trying to make some sort of a comeback here, trying to build herself up after this run of dominance by Belair as Ripley runs into that big boot. 1, 2. No, and again only a 2 count. This match continuing on as Belair just gets up. Belair gets up. She gets up. KOD connecting. Out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. And this one's over. Very back and forth matchup indeed. However, I would argue that in the end, Bianca Belair dominated most of the matchup. However, Bianca Belair continues her reign of dominance, and she leaves NXT undefeated. Okay, Rhea Ripley, she tried her damnedest, and quite frankly, Quite frankly, I was pulling for her. Okay, after the Riptide finishing maneuver, I thought she had her, but I guess not. Bianca Belair once again leaves a takeover undefeated. She's never been pinned. She's never been submitted. Rhea Ripley, she tried her best. She survived this grueling tournament to get here tonight to fight that woman, Bianca Belair, to try and break her undefeated streak, and she just couldn't do it. I don't know if anybody can break the streak of Bianca Belair as Bianca Belair celebrates the victory. Well, Zelina Vega having some strong words for everybody on SmackDown as Andrade Cien Almas, of course, her client, will be going over to the Black and Blue brand following his incredible win earlier on tonight in that fatal 4-way ladder match. But right now, it's time for some tag team action as those current Raw superstars are looking to take the NXT Tag Team titles. Will they be able to do it? Or will Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate of British Strong Style prove once again why they are NXT's top tag teams? As there you see Hanson on the left, Rowe on the right. This is going to be a hell of a fight indeed, as it's the size and power combination of Rowe and Hanson versus the technical and quick combination of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Okay, some would argue this is another one of those dream match scenarios, and quite frankly, I can't particularly argue with you. Okay, this has all the potential to perhaps even steal the show here at NXT. However, right now, Hanson and Rowe are looking to steal those tag team titles as Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne make their way to the ring here. I can confirm, this is the final tag team match in NXT history. The final tag team match, because following this, we have the no-holds-barred match for the women's title, and we have, of course, the main event, Keith Lee, Velveteen Dream. It's going to be a hell of a fight indeed, but this is the final tag team match. And hopefully these two teams deliver as only they can. Get ready as these two put on a clinic for those tag team titles. Of course, Hanson and Rowe, former members of the NXT roster, they were unsuccessful in gaining the NXT Tag Team Championships. However, tonight they are looking to rewrite history and put themselves as one of those teams in NXT history to be named Tag Team Champions. Because right now, that's what it's all about. Okay, it doesn't particularly matter if it's a dream match. It's about the titles. It's about who will be the last ever NXT Tag Team Champions. And here we go. Rowe on the left. Pete Dunne on the right. Rowe representing the War Raiders. Dunne representing British Strong Style. And here we go. These two men back and forth with the strikes. Oh, and there you see Rowe. Quick punch there, more known for his incredible power than his quickness. However, right now he's having to run across the ring due to the force of that Irish whip by Pete Dunne, who catches him off the rebound and then a spinning forearm indeed. As Pete Dunne, oh, there you see the technical masterclass of Pete Dunne, making everything look so easy. Okay, he likes to slow down the pace of his matches to wear down his opponents. However, right now, Rowe rolls to the outside, taking a quick breather there before entering the ring. Pete Dunne, oh, ducks underneath. Oh, wait, there you see, catching him out of nowhere into a Kimura lock. Kimura lock locked in, wrenching on the arm here. However, Rowe gets out of it, goes for another running strike, and again, Pete Dunne counters, ducks underneath. For throwing Rowe into the corner, makes the tag out to Tyler Bate. And this is exactly what you need to do. You need to have some quick tags. You need to somehow, oh my god, use your duo destruction to wear down your opponents, as you just saw there. Okay, the double stomp by Tyler Bate right to the gut. And now Tyler Bate has Rowe reeling, working over the arms. I believe that might be the strategy for British Strong Style, at least as of thus far. Okay, work over the arms of your opponent. Okay, of course, Rowe, known for his power. If he can't use his arms, he can't particularly lift anybody up. However, right now, he gets taken back down, and Tyler Bate, once again, with a submission hold. This time working over the lower back with a very unique form of a Boston Crab. But right now, as we're live and sold out here in Orlando, Rowe trying to send Bates' head over all the way to Boston with the force of that clothesline before Hansen shows off some incredible force, taking down Tyler Bate. As Bate now, not looking so good. Hansen, with his incredible size, it lends to a very powerful, oh my god! Well, as I was trying to say, a very powerful fighting style, but as you just saw, he's also known for his incredible agility for a man of his size, with the dive to the outside out of nowhere onto Tyler Bate. As now Pete Dunne, oh, he wants the tag, but Hansen instead gives him a fist to the face before, oh, using that fist again, this time on Tyler Bate, who Bate gets up, trying to fight back here with the quick strikes. European uppercut there by one half of British Strong Style. And now look at this, the strikes barely seeming to affect Hansen. However, he throws him over the top, and Tyler Bate now, tries to lift him up. The big strong boy, however, just can't lift up a man of his size. As Tyler, he's getting up here. He's getting up. As what is this? Hansen off the top, and there you see, taking him down. Okay, not particularly, in my opinion, a very unique kind of acrobatic move, but it got the job done. As right now, Tyler Bate, with the enziguri there on Hansen. As now Hansen not looking so good. Tyler Bate once again trying to build himself up here as he throws him off, looking to show off his own brand of agility off the middle rope with that flying European uppercut before making the tag out to Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate doing a very excellent job here of wearing down Hansen and Rowe. However, Hansen feels his arm just get met with that incoming boot by Pete Dunne. And now, there you see some signature Pete Dunne offense, making it look so easy with those brutal kicks. Those brutal kicks, indeed. And now, look at that, working over the fingers. Okay, we all know Pete Dunne, he loves him some finger food. However, thank God he's not trying to bite Hansen right now. Instead, he's just trying to bring on the fight. Ducks underneath the clothesline, just like how he ducked plenty of Rowe's incoming attacks. As Hansen, gets caught there into the arm drag. As now, look at this once again, catching him there into the kicks before an incoming forearm by one half of the tag team champions. Hansen, he needs to somehow fight back. Either make a tag or put your hands up. But instead, it's Pete Dunne who brings him up and down. And Pete Dunne's on fire here. Hansen slow to get up. Pete Dunne wants it, however. Forearm right to the jaw. He has him. Bitter end connecting. Bitter end on Hansen. Bitter end on Hansen. And Rowe gets taken down. Quickly gets taken down. Goes for the cover now. 1, 2. No. And only a 2 count, getting the shoulder up. Following the bitter end, that did not spell ending for this matchup. Hansen still in it, and Pete Dunne, there you see with the vicious stomps, getting pissed off at the fact that Hansen, he is still in this matchup, and Hansen perhaps trying to use that anger to his advantage. Okay, with the blind fury of Pete Dunne, however, Hansen, you can't seem to fight back now, as these incoming strikes over and over again by Pete Dunne still being taken into effect. Oh, and Hansen really not looking too good here. Pete Dunne has him in the corner as he makes the tag to Tyler Bate. What is this? Oh my God! Well, we saw the double stomp to the stomach of Rowe. Why not another double stomp, this time to the lower back of Hansen? Goes for the cover. 1, 2, no, and Rowe saves the matchup here tonight for the War Raiders, as Tyler Bate now going after Rowe here. Hansen, however, he's up, and Rowe gets taken down by that big slam, but the big man Hansen perhaps seeing this as an opportunity. Bate too focused on Rowe to focus on Hansen. Oh, however, Tyler Bate, he gets out of the corner, and now once again trying to bring on the strikes as he connects with the DDT. 1, 2 off the DDT, and no, only a 2 count. Not quite as devastating as a Drake Roberts DDT, but still devastating nonetheless. However, it didn't get the 3 count as he goes, for a jumping attack there. Instead, he gets caught into the power bomb by Hansen, as Hansen takes down Pete Dunne, and Hansen once again needs that to be an opportunity for him to somehow either make the tag as Rowe finally gets up back on that apron, or to perhaps, bring on some punishment towards Tyler Bate, as Bate now throws him, or perhaps not, as Hansen takes him down. Oh, well, there you see Hansen soaking in the NXT crowd here, taking in the moment, but he can't focus on his own ego. He has to focus on somehow bringing some more punishment to Tyler Bate, as Bate with a chop to the chest. Okay, using Hansen's own ego to his advantage. Okay, taking that cartwheel by Hansen. As a moment to breathe and recuperate, or perhaps not, as Hansen once again has him in the corner, as he picks him up onto the top turnbuckle. Not entirely sure what he has in mind. Oh my God, look at that! Look at that strength by Hansen as he makes the tag to Rowe. He finally finds a moment in which he can make the tag to Rowe. Tyler Bate, however, he gets up, goes for an attack. Rowe reverses, belly to belly there by the all-powerful. And now he goes after Pete Dunne as a bit of revenge for earlier following the bitter end. Running outside the ring, going after Tyler. But Tyler, wait a second, try to go for an attack of his own. Rowe counters! And oh my God, Tyler Bate just gets dropped on the back of his head on the outside. And Rowe, goes for a kick. Tyler Bate reverses, goes for a kick of his own. Rowe now seeing this as an opportunity for that clothesline, and it connects. And then another attack there with the running forearm strike. And then again taking down Pete Dunne. Okay, Rowe like a one-man wrecking crew, taking down everybody he sees. As he goes to the outside, Hansen watching, Tyler Bate down inside the ring. Pete Dunne on the outside as Rowe picks him up. What is this? Has him in position for that brutal knee right to the jaw of Pete Dunne, who's down. However, Tyler Bate goes for a running attack. Pete Dunne down on the outside. Rowe sees this as an opportunity, making the attack to Hansen. And wait a second. Connecting with the fallout. 1, 2. No, and Pete Dunne at the last possible moment, saving the matchup. Oh my God, what a fight between these two teams. Rowe, finally, giving the War Raiders a potential moment to lead to a victory. However, Tyler Bate was saved at the last moment by Pete Dunne as Bate flies onto Hansen. And Hansen, who has admittedly not looked too good throughout the entire course of this matchup, is still not looking particularly great as he goes for a running clothesline, however a bit too slow as Tyler Bate counters there. I apologize. Okay, I'm stuttering. There's so much action going on here in this tag team match as Rowe gets tagged back in, and now Rowe looks out at Tyler Bate, quite like how Pete Dunne earlier on was looking out at Rowe at the start of the matchup from inside the ring. However, now these two men bring the action back inside the ring here. As now, here we go. Rowe, gets thrown into the corner. As now, European uppercut there by Tyler Bate. And, what the hell is this? What is this? Well, they call him the big strong boy for a reason. 1, 2, and again the match is saved. This time by Hansen, following that elbow drop in which Tyler Bate dropped down Pete Dunne off his shoulders, and Dunne just drove his elbow into the heart of Rowe as Hansen's down, and so is Pete Dunne as Dunne is down on the mat. Tyler Bate gets taken down off the apron. And now, wait a second. Here we go, Rowe and Dunne as Dunne kicks him in the gut, sending him across the ring, and Tyler Bate behind him seems to have something in mind. What is this? Spiral tap! Spiral tap off the top all the way to the outside onto Hansen. Bate and Hansen are down, and so is Rowe with the bitter end by Dunne out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. What a tag team war as British Strong Style retain their titles. My God, I'll admit British Strong Style for a large majority of it had the upper hand. However, Hansen and Rowe definitely tried their best to fight back, but my God, British Strong Style proving to the world why they are the NXT Tag Team Champions and why they are officially the last ever NXT Tag Team Champions. And what was one hell of a tag team war. There you see again, look at that, the elbow drop off the shoulders of Tyler Bate before Bate stealing the matchup perhaps with that spiral tap to the outside. Rowe gets sent into a spiral in that bitter end. And then here at NXT TakeOver the end, those two men, British Strong Style, okay, two men who at one point here in NXT were unsuccessful singles competitors. They reached the top of the mountain in the tag team division, and they are the last ever NXT Tag Team Champions. However, now it's time to turn our attention from tag team action to some women's action. It's the match we've been talking about all night. No holds barred. Let's get into it. The women's title on the line. Io Shirai versus Becky Lynch. And I can guarantee you this will be a fight. Okay, one of the rare matches that is not just about who is the better competitor. No, this one is personal. And it's all because of that woman right there, Io Shirai, who debuted in the Royal Rumble matchup before not particularly doing a whole lot here in NXT. Okay, before this new change in attitude and look, Io Shirai was floundering. She had barely any matches, barely any wins. And tonight, Io Shirai has risen her stock so much that she could gain a win in a no-holds-barred fight against Becky Lynch to perhaps be named the last ever NXT Women's Champion. However, Becky Lynch, she's coming into this one with a lot of fury. She is very, very angry, very pissed off. Okay, that smile on her face is only because she is finally going to be able to get her hands on the woman who attacked her back at TakeOver Chicago. And it's for the NXT Women's title, Becky Lynch. She wants to prove to the world that she is the man and that she can kick Io Shirai's ass. Oh, wait a second, Io Shirai flies to the outside. There, the match has started. No holds barred. Io Shirai versus Becky Lynch. No disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win is by via pinfall or submission inside the ring, and you leave as the champion, as Io Shirai with the kendo stick over and over again to Becky Lynch. Oh, as Becky, there you see her head just, oh god, and then bouncing off of the ring post. Okay, the horrific steel of the post being met with the skull of the champion. And right now, Io Shirai with that immediate assault right out of the gate. Oh, looks to continue it with that kendo stick, but Becky Lynch has it well scouted, trying to fight back here. Of course, on the most recent episode of SmackDown, we watched that the WWE title was on the line in an Extreme Rules matchup. This one, I believe, could be as, or if not, more brutal than that Extreme Rules matchup. No holds barred, and a kendo stick shot right to the gut of Io Shirai. Oh, but there you see Io with the shot to the gut of Becky Lynch. Then right to the back, right to the lower back of the champion, and Becky Lynch is not looking good in this no-holds-barred environment against Io Shirai. As Io now has Becky Lynch and just tossing her to the outside here at TakeOver. These two women are already putting on a hell of a fight, as now, oh, let's just introduce some more furniture to this one. As Io Shirai has the table, Becky Lynch takes it away from her, though. Takes it away from her, as there you see, she gets a face full of wood. Does Io Shirai, and Becky Lynch, now the champion, setting up the table on the outside. Perhaps setting it up for, well, I'm not entirely sure what. However, you gotta think Becky Lynch, she has been thinking about this fight, oh my god, since the reveal of Io Shirai as the attacker back at TakeOver Chicago. And right now, Becky Lynch's sadistically creative mind that she has been trying to implement this entire match is just being put on hold, as Io Shirai is absolutely dominating this matchup as a steel chair now is introduced. And oh, wait a second, she goes to hit Becky Lynch, who catches the steel chair right out of her hand. Oh, and then takes her down. As Becky Lynch grabs the steel chair. Oh god, and then right to the back. Or should I say the back of the leg anyways. However, perhaps that swing of the chair right to the back of the leg could help her in the long run. As Io Shirai, she needs the use of those legs. Of course, you can't stand, you can't fight. I've said it before. However, especially for Io Shirai, whose finishing maneuver is, of course, a moonsault off the top rope. And now Io Shirai being put onto the top rope. And Becky Lynch seems to have something to mind here in this no-holds-barred matchup. Oh my god! the Bexploder suplex off the top onto the steel chair. And there you see the punches just raining down. Oh, on Io Shirai. My God, and there you see the punches again. And this is a fight. This is a brawl. And Becky Lynch, you gotta think that Bexploder off the top onto the steel chair must have felt really good for Becky Lynch. However, right now, Io Shirai tries to escape the onslaught, rolls to the outside. However, oh, wait a second. Io, tries to roll her up here, trying to roll her up. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. Io Shirai knows just how much that championship means, the NXT Women's title, to Becky Lynch. And she also knows that if she can steal the title away from her, that it would be absolutely soul-crushing for the current champion. And now what is this? Io Shirai grabs the kendo stick, trying to choke out Becky Lynch. As Lynch is rolling to the outside here. And now Io Shirai, the genius of the sky, looking to use that genius with that moonsault. A very similar moonsault to the one that we saw earlier on with Tyler Bate on the Hansen. Oh! There's now once again Io Shirai regains control here, using the environment to her advantage, using the weapons, using everything in her arsenal. As now Io Shirai, she seems to have something in mind here. Becky Lynch slow to get up, but she does nonetheless. Io climbs to the top. Turnbuckle here. Oh, and it connects there with the drop kick. However, I do believe Io Shirai perhaps landing on that kendo stick. 1, 2, no. Only a 2 count there by Io Shirai following the missile drop kick on the champion. As now, wait a second, Becky Lynch taking down Io. And now this fight continues for both women here for the title. As Becky Lynch now goes for a German suplex position. Io Shirai, however, reverses. And now back and forth these two go with the chops to the chest. And then a kick to the gut by Io Shirai. Goes for another chop, but this time Becky Lynch catches her. And now back and forth these two women go. Oh, and then a kick to the gut. As now Becky, oh my God, another Bexploder, this time on the chair once again. Thank God it wasn't off the top, though, for Io Shirai's health, as both women just collapse onto the mat after such a hardcore brawl here in this no-holds-barred fight for the NXT Women's title. Of course, after this, the NXT title will be on the line. Keith Lee, Velveteen Dream. You're not going to want to miss it. As now, wait a second. Becky wrenching on the arm out of nowhere. Trying to tap out Io Shirai. Trying to tap her out here. She's got her in the disarmer. No, but Io Shirai pushes her off. Sees this as an opportunity, perhaps, with the strikes on Becky Lynch. However, Becky goes for a forearm, but no, she gets a kick to the gut. And now, oh, wait a second. Look at this. Oh, crossface out of nowhere. What speed by Io Shirai, trying to tap out Becky, but Becky gets out of it, and the champion with the kick to the stomach of the challenger. There's now Becky Lynch laying in the strikes of her own. As right now, this Irish warrior is battling this Japanese sensation, throwing her again with yet another Bexploder suplex. And Io Shirai slow to get up. Becky Lynch, she wants her up, however. Seems to have something in mind. However, Io Shirai reverses. Face first goes Becky. And now look at this. Io Shirai trying to tap out the champion. With a desperate submission hold being applied here. But Becky Lynch with the elbow right to the side of the head. Io Shirai, however, gets up, goes for another strike, but she gets a strike by Becky. Back and forth these two women go. As Io, Gets a punch to the face, but then she responds with a kick to the stomach once again. Okay, back and forth, reversal after reversal, strike after strike by both of these ladies, with a kick to the gut, followed by another one, and a clothesline there, taking out Io Shirai. No, wait a second. Becky Lynch. Oh! Not one to typically fly, but she does, though, in this instance, flying to the outside, and the crowd in full support of the champion. Okay, that dive to the outside here tonight could be what leads to a victory for Becky. However, Io Shirai is trying to fight back on the outside. Becky Lynch has Io. Not entirely sure what she has in mind. Oh, turns her attention towards that table, but Io Shirai realizes the danger in the situation, fighting out of it. The elbows to the gut, realizes the imminent danger. However, perhaps realizing it to perhaps use that table to her advantage here. Io Shirai. Oh, right after the arm of Becky Lynch, and the champion not looking too good. Io Shirai. Oh, look at, what is this? What is Io Shirai thinking? She looks down. Oh my God! Io Shirai with the moonsault through the table, through Becky Lynch, throwing her back into the ring. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count there. My God! How is Becky still kicking out? Getting the shoulder up somehow, I have no idea. And Io Shirai looks furious as she continues laying in those strikes. But Becky Lynch with a kick of her own. And now here we go, trying to fight back somehow. Trying to fight through the pain of being slammed through that table with the moonsault on the outside. Oh, and then a kick again. As the man, the champion. Oh, what is this? Suplex. Turns it out of nowhere. Disarmer. Disarmer out of nowhere. Io Shirai, she's got nowhere to go. And she taps. Becky Lynch is still, and I guess is the last ever NXT Women's Champion. But my God, what a war we just witnessed between these two very heated rivals. Okay, Becky Lynch and Io Shirai pulling out moves from their arsenal I've never seen before. Of course, the moonsault through the table, Becky Lynch with the dive to the outside, the disarmer, all of it. What a battle. What a fight between two of the greatest female competitors on this damn planet. But more importantly, the NXT Women's Champion just proved to the world that she is the man and the better competitor here at NXT TakeOver the End. What a final female matchup in NXT history, but that's not the final match in NXT history, because this will be Keith Lee, who has been on such a roller coaster of a ride since joining NXT. Velveteen Dream, who's been here since day one. It's the NXT title on the line, and it's the main event of the evening, as we've got Keith Lee, the undefeated Keith Lee, looking to take home the NXT Championship. However, with that undefeated streak of Keith Lee, not to make that a part of the story, like the story of Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. However, it is still a known fact Keith Lee is undefeated, but that undefeated nature of Keith Lee could lead to some people thinking that Velveteen Dream, the champion, is coming into this one as the underdog. Okay, not particularly a typical sight you see. The champion coming in the underdog. However, that man Keith Lee is looking to put that dog down and leave as the final NXT champion. Will he be able to do it, or will he suffer the same fate as Io Shirai, the same fate as the War Raiders, in that he loses this high-stakes championship matchup? It's the main event of the evening, the final match in NXT history. As these two similar competitors, okay, you gotta think, at first glance, you might not think about it, but they are very similar competitors at their core. Because both men are constantly looking at how to steal the show. And Velveteen Dream, the NXT champion, we've seen it before. He likes to come out dressed as the legends of the past. As the champion, coming out with a very unique interpretation, I believe, of Triple H. Of course, that iconic Triple H mask that he would wear in high-profile situations. And what could be more high-profile than the last ever matchup in NXT history for the NXT title? Okay, of course, Triple H, he has been credited as the mastermind behind the creation of NXT. Okay, backstage, of course, Triple H, he has been very hands-on with this promotion. And right now, Velveteen Dream, a man who likes to get handsy sometimes, wants to keep his hands on the NXT title. Will he be able to do it? Will he be able to retain? Will he be able to leave as the champion? Or will Velveteen Dream suffer the same fate as everybody else in NXT? Will he lose his title to the always popular Keith Lee? Or will Keith Lee be the one basking in Dream's glory? Only time will tell. And there you see the champion holding the title up proud. As he should be. He has been here since day one. He has worked his ass off to become champion. Okay, battling so many competitors in that NXT locker room, raising his stock as one of the most unique competitors we've ever seen to gain that. The NXT Championship. And it's on the line, and the bell has rung. This is your main event of the evening. Keith Lee versus Velveteen Dream. And this crowd, you can hear them in full swing and full support of NXT. They realize just how important this match is. It's the main event with that NXT chant. Keith Lee in the black, gold, and white, looking to leave with a bit more gold, whereas Velveteen Dream with the signature purple and black, of course, with the Triple H-inspired gear, early Triple H attire, as Keith Lee bounces off the ropes, but instead of Velveteen Dream being able to do anything with it, he just watches as Keith Lee bounces off of him. As now Keith looks to, challenge Velveteen, who goes after him with the clothesline, but he can't take down the big man. He just can't take him down. As Keith Lee being challenged here, and Velveteen Dream gets taken down by the big man. And Keith Lee, definite size advantage. However, some would argue Velveteen Dream has a bit more heart than Keith Lee. But you know what? That's only some. We're going to find out at the end of this matchup who has more heart. Who is the better competitor? Oh, and there you see Velveteen Dream. A man who typically gains a psychological edge over his opponent. It's Keith Lee. He just jumps to the ring and meets eye to eye with Velveteen Dream, okay? Dream blowing him a kiss. Keith Lee getting up close and personal. Okay, now it's Lee perhaps with the mind games on Velveteen as he soaks in the crowd response here. as they are all watching the final NXT matchup. Velveteen Dream comes back into the ring following a short break from Keith Lee, trying to strategize perhaps as a punch to the face. And another one, and Keith Lee is still standing with a kick to the gut. With a kick to the gut of Velveteen Dream. Trying to gain control, however, does Keith Lee. But Dream fighting back with the strikes again. As he takes down Keith Lee, lifting up the big man to bring him down to the canvas once again. Okay, both men a bit slow here in this matchup. They both love to steal the spotlight, and they're both trying to show the world why they can and should steal the spotlight here in our main event. Okay, Keith Lee typically, does it via his superhuman ability to fly around the ring. Velveteen Dream, he typically steals the spotlight due to his incredible charisma. Oh, and then there you see Keith Lee. 1, 2... No, and only a 2 count, flying down, and you got to imagine all of the weight, the sheer size of Keith Lee coming down onto Velveteen Dream as Dream goes for a running clothesline attempt, but Keith Lee has it well scouted. And Dream now, even though the lariat missed. Oh, these strikes haven't missed yet with those punches. And now, wait a second. Keith Lee now going for a running clothesline. Velveteen Dream has it scouted as he goes for a neck breaker perhaps, but Keith Lee reverses with a kick to the gut and then a punch for good measure as Keith Lee, there you see, belly to belly, taking him down. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count, gets the shoulder up, does the champion, as these two men back and forth here tonight. Both men trying to show up the other. As Keith Lee sends his opponent right into the ring post. And now kicking Velveteen Dream, who is on the bottom turnbuckle, leaning against the bottom turnbuckle here. Both men have massive egos. Hell, Velveteen Dream is dressed up as Triple H, and I can't name a massive ego in the WWE other than Vince himself as, oh my god! Keith Lee pouncing Velveteen into the air, and Dream, he is not looking good. I'll admit, ever since that frog splash, Velveteen Dream has looked not good at all. Oh my god, he picks him up with the Dream Valley Driver! Dream Valley Driver, 1, 2... No, and only a 2 count. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, but it doesn't get the job done with that Dream Valley Driver taking down Keith Lee. As Velveteen looks down at Keith Lee, seeing this perhaps as an opportunity. However, Keith Lee, realizing the danger in the situation, he gets up and, oh god, catches him there. As Velveteen goes for a double axe handle, Keith Lee reverses with the punch right to the face before sending him to the outside there. And Keith, what in the hell is this? Keith Lee has something in mind, bouncing off the ropes. Oh my god! And I can't help but agree with the NXT faithful. This is awesome as Lee dives to the outside on the Velveteen. And the cover on the champion, 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. The full size of Keith Lee just comes crashing down on Dream, and Dream kicks out, and he gets up. He just gets up. But Keith Lee had it scouted, stopping that kick to the gut. Oh, but he couldn't stop that, as Velveteen with the punch to the face, trying to fight back here. European uppercut by the champion. However, Keith and Dream are still battling now, as Velveteen, dives down with the double axe handle. And now, look at this. Velveteen looking down at Keith. He seems to have some look in his eye. Or perhaps not. Perhaps not. Okay, deciding to not dive to the outside, instead to play those mind games once again. Okay, showing off what he could do, as now he looks to do so again. Picking up the big man, putting him up on the top turnbuckle. Seems to have something in mind. Keith Lee Okay, we saw him flying before, but it looks like Velveteen Dream wants to have him fly down again. Oh, and it connects. Rolling down with Keith Lee on his shoulders. And now Velveteen, he used this same combination perhaps to defeat Andrade. Will he beat Keith Lee with it too? No, and only a 2 count, getting the shoulder up just barely off the purple Rainmaker. Velveteen Dream from 3/4 of the ring away, impressively connecting with that elbow right to the chest of Keith. But it wasn't, enough to keep the big man down as Velveteen and Keith trading blows with that kick to the gut. And now back and forth with the punches, with the strikes. Keith Lee, however, getting a few more in on the champion. Oh, look at that, disrespectful by Keith Lee with that slap to the face. And Lee now with another strike. And now back and forth, my God, just so many strikes. But this time Keith Lee ends the exchange with a big slam. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count there. And now Velveteen, once again, he gets up. He is trying to battle through the pain. He knows how important that NXT championship is. And the idea of him being named the last ever champion is just something that would be so meaningful to him in his career. Velveteen Dream, it would be just that little extra thing to once again, show off about, to have his ego, inflate even more as Keith Lee's head bounces off the table there, off the announce table. Oh God, and then there you see Velveteen with the boot right to the side of the skull of Keith Lee. And now Keith is getting up. Velveteen Dream lies and waits for him, misses the punch. However, Keith Lee doesn't miss that with the forearm strike, bouncing him off the ropes, and again takes him down. Face first goes Velveteen, who gets up, runs towards him, kicks him in the gut, and now, wait a second pedigree! Dressing up as Triple H wasn't enough. Why not hit his damn maneuver? The pedigree, 1, 2, 3. No, and he kicks out. He kicks out of the pedigree, does Keith Lee. And Keith Lee gets up, fighting through it, fighting through the pain. And Velveteen can't believe it. And another slap to the face of by Keith Lee of Velveteen. Oh, and Keith Lee connecting. 1, 2, no, and the Spirit Bomb doesn't get the job done. Oh my God! Both of these men putting on a clinic here in our main event of the evening. And you can hear the crowd chanting NXT for these two men who encapsulate the spirit of the promotion. As the fight continues, the strike exchange continues with the elbow right to the knee, sending Keith into the corner. Velveteen sees this as an opportunity, perhaps, once again, slowly but surely putting him on the top turnbuckle. And, oh God, look at this. Velveteen takes down the big man. He can't quite lift him up for anything else, but he lifted him up for that. Taking down Keith Lee. And now Velveteen slow to get up, but he's trying to nonetheless for perhaps another Purple Rainmaker, but nobody's home. Perhaps a bit too slow. Perhaps a bit too slow. Ground zero. 1, 2, 3. Keith Lee wins. Keith Lee survives this battle. My God. A bit slow in the beginning, sure. However, both men here in this matchup just put on one hell of a war. hitting each other with everything in their arsenal. Purple Rainmaker, Spirit Bombs, pedigrees even. Okay, this matchup, in the end, was absolutely limitless. However, Velveteen Dream was the man who lost. Keith Lee to close out the final NXT TakeOver, the final NXT event, is named the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here at NXT TakeOver the end, we've seen so much, and we've seen so much in this promotion, but I want to thank every single one of you personally for watching this show, supporting it in its dying days, as Keith Lee brings light to this incredible brand as the new champion. Thank you so much for watching this TakeOver and NXT.